Welcome. Today, we're diving into a concept that can truly transform your life and career: the power of saying no. It might sound counterintuitive, but sometimes turning down good opportunities is exactly what you need to make space for the truly great ones. In a world full of endless options and constant demands, learning to say no is not about being negative. It's about being strategic and intentional with your time and energy. Let's explore why this simple word can be your secret weapon for success. Many of us find it difficult to say no, especially when the opportunity in front of us seems good. We worry about missing out, disappointing others, or being seen as unhelpful. This fear often leads us to overcommit, spreading ourselves too thin and leaving little room for the things that truly matter. Understanding why we struggle with this word is the first step toward using it more effectively. Let's look at some common reasons behind our hesitation and how they impact our decisions. Every time you say yes to something, you're also saying no to something else, often without realizing it. This is known as opportunity cost. By filling your schedule with good, but not great, commitments, you might be closing the door on opportunities that could have a much bigger impact on your goals. Recognizing this trade-off is crucial for making better choices and prioritizing what truly matters. It's easy to fill your time with good opportunities, projects, invitations, or tasks that seem worthwhile. But the truly great opportunities are the ones that align closely with your values, passions, and long-term goals. Learning to distinguish between good and great is key. This means being honest with yourself about what you want and having the courage to wait for the right fit, even if it means passing up on something that looks appealing in the moment. Sometimes we say yes to good things because we fear that better opportunities won't come along. This scarcity mindset can keep us stuck in a cycle of settling for less than we deserve. Instead, adopting an abundance mindset, believing that more and better opportunities are always possible, empowers us to say no with confidence. Trust that by letting go of the good, you're making space for the great. To confidently say no to good things, you need to be crystal clear about your priorities. What are your most important goals? What values guide your decisions? When you know what matters most, it becomes much easier to evaluate opportunities and make choices that align with your vision. Take time to reflect on your priorities and write them down. They'll serve as your compass when tough decisions arise. In the rush of daily life, it's easy to say yes automatically. But taking a moment to pause before responding can make all the difference. Give yourself permission to think things through. Ask yourself, does this opportunity align with my goals? Will it move me closer to where I want to be? A simple pause can help you make more intentional decisions and avoid unnecessary commitments. Saying no doesn't have to be harsh or rude. In fact, you can decline opportunities with kindness and respect. Express gratitude for the offer, be honest about your reasons, and suggest alternatives if appropriate. Practicing the art of polite refusal helps maintain relationships while still protecting your time and energy. Remember, it's possible to be both firm and gracious. Healthy boundaries are essential for focusing on what matters most. By setting clear limits on your time and commitments, you protect your energy and ensure you have the capacity to pursue great opportunities. Boundaries aren't about shutting people out. They're about honoring your own needs and priorities. Start small and gradually build the confidence to enforce your boundaries consistently. At the heart of saying no is a strong sense of self-worth. When you believe in your value, you're less likely to settle for less than you deserve. Remind yourself that your time and talents are precious, and you have every right to be selective about how you use them. Cultivating self-worth empowers you to make choices that reflect your true potential. Steve Jobs was famous for his relentless focus on what mattered most. He often said that innovation comes from saying no to 1,000 things. By refusing to be distracted by good, but not great, ideas, he and his team at Apple were able to create products that changed the world. Jobs' example shows us the power of disciplined decision-making and the courage to pursue greatness. Warren Buffett, one of the world's most successful investors, attributes much of his success to his ability to say no. He's known for passing on countless investment opportunities, waiting patiently for the ones that truly align with his strategy. Buffett's discipline reminds us that sometimes the best decision is to wait for the right moment rather than jumping at every good opportunity. Think about a time when you said yes to too many things. Maybe you ended up feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or unable to give your best to any one project. Overcommitting is a common pitfall, and it often happens when we're afraid to say no. Reflecting on these experiences can help you recognize the importance of being more selective in the future. When you start saying no to good things, you free up time and energy to focus deeply on what truly matters. This focus leads to higher quality work, greater satisfaction, and more meaningful achievements. The freedom that comes from focus is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. It's not about doing more, it's about doing what matters most. Before saying yes to any opportunity, take time to evaluate it carefully. Ask yourself, does this align with my long-term goals? Will it help me grow in the direction I want? Is it truly great or just good? By developing a habit of thoughtful evaluation, you'll make better decisions and avoid unnecessary distractions. One of the hardest parts of saying no is doing so with people you care about, friends, family, or colleagues. It's important to remember that setting boundaries isn't selfish. It's necessary for your well-being. Communicate your reasons honestly and reassure them that your decision is about your needs, not a reflection of your feelings toward them. It's normal to feel guilty or pressured when you say no, especially if you're used to being a people pleaser. But remember, every time you say yes out of guilt, you're sacrificing your own needs. Practice self-compassion and remind yourself that it's okay to prioritize your own goals. Over time, the guilt will fade and you'll feel more empowered. When you start saying no to good things, you set a powerful example for others. You show that it's possible to prioritize what matters and create space for greatness. This ripple effect can inspire those around you to make better choices, too. Remember, your actions have the power to influence your community and beyond. Of course, not every opportunity should be turned down. The key is to say yes to the things that truly excite you, align with your values, and move you closer to your goals. When you do say yes, do so wholeheartedly, knowing that you've made a conscious, intentional choice. This approach leads to greater fulfillment and success. If you struggle with saying no, here are some practical tips. Practice in low-stakes situations, prepare a few polite phrases in advance, and remember that you don't owe anyone a lengthy explanation. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. Over time, you'll develop the confidence to protect your time and energy without guilt. Regular reflection helps you stay aligned with your goals and values. Take time each week to review your commitments and ask yourself if they're serving your bigger vision. If not, consider what you can let go of to make room for something greater. Reflection is a powerful tool for continuous improvement and intentional living. In the workplace, saying no can be especially challenging. You might worry about letting your team down or missing out on opportunities for advancement. However, setting boundaries at work is crucial for avoiding burnout and maintaining high performance. Communicate clearly with your colleagues and supervisors about your workload and priorities. Many people believe that multitasking is the key to productivity. In reality, spreading yourself too thin often leads to mediocre results. By saying no to unnecessary tasks, you can focus on doing a few things exceptionally well. Quality always beats quantity when it comes to meaningful achievements. When you direct your energy toward one great opportunity, you unlock your full potential. This single-minded focus allows you to make significant progress and achieve results that would be impossible if you were constantly distracted by lesser commitments. Embrace the power of focus and watch your impact grow. The fear of missing out, or FOMO, can make it hard to say no. But remember, every no is actually a yes to something else, something that might be far more meaningful. Shift your focus from what you're giving up to what you're gaining. This mindset shift can help you make choices that truly serve you. Saying no to good things might feel uncomfortable at first, but the long-term benefits are worth it. You'll have more time, energy, and resources to invest in the things that matter most. Over time, you'll achieve greater success, satisfaction, and personal growth by consistently choosing greatness over mediocrity. There are many tools you can use to help make better decisions, such as pros and cons lists, decision matrices, or simply talking things through with a trusted friend or mentor. These tools can provide clarity and help you evaluate whether an opportunity is truly worth your time. Don't be afraid to use them when faced with tough choices. Every time you say no to something that isn't right for you, celebrate your decision. Recognize that you're taking control of your life and moving closer to your goals. Small celebrations reinforce positive habits and make it easier to continue making choices that serve your best interests. To sum up, saying no to good things is a powerful strategy for making room for greatness. It's about being intentional, setting boundaries, and aligning your choices with your deepest values and goals. Remember, every no is a yes to something better. Embrace the power of no and watch your life transform. Now it's your turn. Take a moment to reflect on your current commitments. Are there any good but not great opportunities you can let go of? Challenge yourself to say no at least once this week to make space for something truly meaningful. Remember, the journey to greatness begins with a single, intentional choice.